Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to look about arrays in Java. Basically array is a data structure. We'll see what are arrays and why do we need arrays as them. So I need to create a number of integer data type. How will I do? I just say int n is equal to, I just give a number 10. What if I print it? So 10, just print 10 over here. What if I need to create five numbers over there? So I will just rename this as n1 and copy and write just five names. So I will be renaming it as n2, n3, n4, n5. Now I could print whatever number I need. I just change it to 50, something like that. Okay, this is how we create five different integer data types. Like, what if I say I can just declare one variable and store all these five in them? Because all these are of integer data types, right? When you have values of same data type, you can store them into one with the help of arrays. So, general syntax for arrays is you need to give the data type first. Data type and a set of square brackets and the variable name equal to you. How will you assign values? Means we will be using curly braces with the ending with a semicolon. We could give values over here like this. Okay, let's see how to do that. I'm going to create a array of integer data type. So int array is equal to, I'm going to take five values 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if you are familiar with C languages, you will be more tempted to put these braces. Oh, put these braces over here. It's also completely fine in Java, but in Java, it's most common to place it over here. So, okay, now let's try printing. If I try to print array itself, what do you think would happen? Some memory address is printed over here. Something, it's internally array is representing this in this system. So I want the array values, not this internal representation. So for this, I need to use an inbuilt function. For that, first we need to include our package. It is all array functions are in the package java dot util dot arrays. In this package, you could find various array related functions like arrays dot, we need to import them. We have forgot to give that import statement. Arrays dot, I need to change it to string. Arrays dot to string. What is the name? Array. Now if I run it, you could see 1 2 3 4 5 has been printed over here. So what is the need for toString? Means in Java everything is printed as strings. So we need other data types like integer, that primitive data types are printed as it is. But whenever you are going to use with these arrays, you need to externally convert it to the string with the help of .toString methods. Okay, I have done this. It's okay. What? Okay, I don't want this. I don't want to print the entire array. I just want the one particular value because that's the actual purpose, right? If I create five different variables, I can access any of them. How can I access it one by one? For that, we will be using something called index. So I'm going to give array, and what I need to print. Say I need to print this. Okay, first we need to print this value 1. What I will do means I will give this, inside that I'm going to give 0. Here this 0 is the index value of 1. Remember one thing, all index start from 0. The index of it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 5 elements, the index ranges from 0 to 4. Like this we could access. So general purpose is to use a for loop to access this. How will be accessing? For int I is equal to 0, I less than, here we know how many elements? 5, I plus plus. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to print each element. So I just say array of I. Let's run it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything is printed. So like this, we could use the loops to print each and every single value. There is another thing called, okay, here I know that it is only 5 elements are there. What if I don't know how many elements are there? You could use a function called dot length, array dot length. Be clear with one thing, whenever you are using with string, let me declare a string str is equal to hello. Now I need to find the length of the string. What will I do? I just say str dot length. Here you will be having a set of parentheses, but for arrays you won't. Just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the length of this is 5. So let's go into this declaration. See, length is what? Internally, it's also calling this dot length function only. Okay, so don't worry. For strings, you will be calling the length function, so that you need to include those set of parentheses over there. For arrays, you won't need to call the what to say. You don't need to call the function. You just call the normal length itself. Okay, there's another important thing that is let's remove it. You could use, don't even use this for loop only. There is another thing that is specifically meant for arrays itself. That is for each loop. For what is the individual data type of this? Integers, right? So I'm just saying int value colon what is there in arrays. I need to say south value. Now also you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we call for each loop. For each loop or enhanced for loop or uh, enhanced for loop. This is very much effective for using arrays because it's very clear, right? It's like in arrays we are using integer values and going to print them out. Okay, okay, this is very simple stuff. What if we don't need to initialize those values just to declare a array? We can do that as well. Int, you need this set of square brackets in order to specify that it is an array. Int nums is equal to, now here we have a initialize, but we are not going to initialize. Then we need to use something called new keyword, new int. Now we have just created our arrays, but it shows an error. Why? Because you need to specify the size of that array. Let me keep it as 5. If you give 5 here, it's okay. But you won't give 5 over there. Because you need to give 5 only over here. So now, okay, Ajeem, I'm just declaring it. How will I get values for them? Let's first import our scanner class. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, after that we need to close that. Okay, I have declared it. For how we could get our values from there? Simple. How we display it? Using for loop. Likewise, we could also do using the for loop. For int I is equal to 0. Why 0? Because array index starts from 0. I less than 5 I plus plus. Now I'm just going to say south. Enter the value of nums at index, what index? I. Okay, so not, I don't want the new line over there. I could just say nums of I. I'm just going to store in the I index dot nos. Nums of I is equal to sc dot next int because it is an integer value. Now let's try printing it. Control C, Control V. It's not in arrays, it's now in nums. Okay, let's try running it. Okay, let's drag it a bit. Index at 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is how we print our values. Clear, right? Much more clear. So, okay, what can we do next? Yeah, there is something called array list in Java. So array list is a bit advanced concept. Let's see why we need array list. In terms of arrays, all the sizes fixed. We could know. And if I give 5 over here, only I can take 5 values. If I give 6 value, it would be an error. Say new int 5 less than 6. What would happen? Say 1, 12, exception in thread main. So you could give only those values that you have declared over there. If I don't know the size, but I need to create an array, we will be using array list. Just don't worry about it much. We'll be covering in data structures and algorithms lecture. So right now, just understand what is array list. We need to create array list. Array list. Here, in terms of this angular bracket, we'll be specifying what type it is. It is of type integer. See, I'm giving this integer. This integer is different from this int. This is a primitive data type and this is a wrapper class. So we'll be covering them in detail. Just right now understand what we are doing. List is equal to new array list. You could think it of very much similar to in Python we'll be having something called list. Like that we will be having here. So just to add values, we just say list dot add. I need to add 10. Okay, now I need to display my list over there. Oh. Okay. This is very much similar. So this is how we be using arrays and ArrayList in Java. So there are several functions in arrays. So simply what I recommend is you just go and just click this arrays dot. You will be seeing a lot of functions. Try using all of them. Sort means you will be sorting them. If it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, if I give sort means it will be sorted to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stream, compare, fill, as list. There are multiple sort operations over there. We could compare things as well. Fill means it will fill the values. Binary search, we'll be covering them in the upcoming videos. Copy, we could copy one array into another. We could copy a range of one array to another array. Just deep equals a lot of stuff. So we'll be using them in the upcoming lectures. Hope it is clear. Thank you for watching.